Kaniasal continued. Know this, the great deceiver will put a wedge between men and women. Women shall have the power of men, and they will reduce men to the roles of a woman. She laughed. Minus being able to bear children, but the men will despise the women and use them as sex toys, and gang rape them for pleasure until a war between the two breaks out. Not the war that one is used to, but a battle of the sexes. Even though the two are supposed to be one. Until they know this, the two will never be complete. The great deceiver has sought to separate Sabaoth's people by destroying the alpha males and creating a new creature in both men and women, but this one will be a great blow for many, and they shall give in to succubus and incubus because of these lies. Sabaoth is able. Wanyanyekova was confused again. I don't understand, she said. Yes, I know many of the things you have seen since Mletsi left you were to show you things you didn't know or understand, but you will understand all later on your journey, and this too will become light to you as well. She started laughing again. You've been one confused little puppy. But all is well, my friend. All is well. Now come on here. They talked and laughed the entire time while they walked toward Atherton. Wanyanyekova loved the old lady's spirit, and she too was happy to have met him. The knowledge she gave him made him appreciate life and all the wonders it included within it. As they got closer to Atherton, Wanyanyekova saw Yael in the middle of the road. There goes Yael, Kaniasal said. Yes, I see. Wanyanyekova stopped. Hold on, you can see Yael. Kaniasal stopped as well. You're still a little slow, ain't ya, boy? No worries, you will become one of Sabaoth's greatest warriors. Laughing and continuing to joke around, she said. If you are of the Spirit, you see spiritual things because you are spiritual and see things of the Spirit, by the Spirit, and things for the Spirit. Besides that, did you know when I was younger, I whipped Yael's butt in a fight? Wanyanyekova said in surprise. You did? She laughed. Hell nah. They both continued to walk toward Yael, laughing. Wanyanyekova and Kaniasal stopped in front of Yael and hugged each other, and she said, I like you, you're humble, kind, and spirited. Wanyanyekova said, I like everything about you, you remind me of my grandmother. Besides, you're the first person I've met that can insult you and lift you up at the same time. She smiled and waved them goodbye and continued to walk. Yael bowed to Kaniasal as she faded into the distance. Yael turned to Wanyanyekova. Go, without haste, to Transylvania, and there you will see your things, and a meal will be there to eat and go your way to Alsatia. Wanyanyekova said sarcastically. I'm doing fine, and you? Seeing Yael was serious, he ran to Transylvania, where he saw an old abandoned church with a small fire, and some food and his belongings. While sitting on the steps of the old church, he hears a voice. Upon this rock I build this church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. He smiled. Let it be so, and I shall do my best not to dishonor you. A sense of joy came over Wanyanyekova, and he felt a frigid chill over his body that quickly felt like fire, and he tried to say, thank you, but other words came out that he knew not of, a language unknown to him. He spoke this way for 10 minutes, and then tears rolled down his eyes. Just like Jeremiah, fire shut up in my bones. As he finished eating, he noticed the position of the sun. He knew he had about 3 hours before sunset, therefore, he walked a while, and once his food had been digested, he ran the rest of the way to Alsatia.